Capricorn, hi. So this is going to be a reading for May-June 2023, and I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Cappy. See what's going on in the middle of the beginning of the summer, which is actually quite spring or something. I don't understand what's going on out there, but it's definitely messing with me. Oh, no, like this. This is you right here. Yeah. So, the overall energy for the reading, the Ace of Wands. Definitely an energy of action, you know, quite passionate, quite, let's do this and let's do things that mean something to me, you know. So you're kind of showing up in that way. Starting off the reading, you get the Eight of Swords crossed by the Knight of Cups. All right, so there's a situation that means a lot to you here by the looks of it. And I feel like you want to open up to it, but there's also a lot of overthinking that's not necessarily allowing you to open up 100%. So, in your focus here, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, working on something. Working on something. Interesting. Because this is the only energy that I see throughout the reading, where I kind of get the sense that you're doing your own thing, you're waking up each day, knowing what you have to do, and you follow kind of that pattern, which is not looking like a pattern like, oh, I'm sick of it or anything. It's looking good. It's looking like you're working on yourself, working on what's good for you. There's something else, kind of like a... And it's interesting that it's showing up so subtle because it's all over the map in the reading. But I still see it for you showing up quite subtle. You know, where you're doing this thing, going by your schedule, doing your own thing. But this is happening too. And it's like you are aware of it to some extent, but it's not your main focus, which is fine. There's definitely more of an energy that's around you, that's kind of circling you at this point, where you're not necessarily joining that circle yet, you know. I kind of get the sense that to some extent you're aware of this energy circling around you. In the recent past, the Three of Cups, I mean, the possibility of love was here, the possibility of bringing something together, making something happen, and it could have happened. Who knows? Could have happened. Could have worked out like that. I'm not sure if it's the same circle energy, you know, that you're dealing with currently. It could be for some of you. Could be the same situation. I do see it working out at some point in the past there. In your strength here, the Tower. So that kind of tells me that even when shit hits the fan, you're kind of on top of things, so you're not necessarily being put down by anything. And it's not even expecting for the shit to hit the fan. It's like, but when it does, you're okay, you're prepared. You know, you're always going to land on your feet kind of a thing. It's almost like you have training or something. Ninja training. Cappy ninja training. Anyways, in the immediate future, the Page of Wands. Yeah, this circle, whoever's creating the circle around you, which again kind of contains elements of love, passion, interest, you know, things like that. Whoever is creating that and sustaining that might actually show up and tap you on your shoulder like, hey, Cappy, you want to join the circle, you know, kind of a thing. At least their energy is definitely curious to break the circle to approach you. So supporting this reading, a sense of happiness. Again, I see you doing your thing, being happy, being content, being, you know, and even though, yeah, you might show up as in this energy as, well, I wake up every day, I do this, I do that, I do the other. And to some extent, and at some point, that actually might look boring for you right now. It feels like it feels good. It's part of your routine that you're putting on yourself there. So it's a good one. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the circle. The Six of Cups. Yeah, it's a soul connection, whoever this is. Whether it's the one from the past where things did work out at some point, or a new one. Definitely a soul connection. In your hopes and fears, I mean, you do want love. Who the hell doesn't, right? But again, I get the sense that that's not your main focus, where you're not necessarily chasing for love, even if you want it, you know, kind of like, well, I'm open to it. If it comes, let it. Yeah. For the potential outcome, the Hangman, I don't see you joining the circle, but I don't see you rejecting it either. So it's kind of like taking a step back and trying to figure out what the hell to do with it, you know? So let's clarify. Let me do the Ace of Wands. And I'm not sure, for those of you that are wondering about my sexy voice, I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure if it's a cold. I'm not sure if it's allergies, because I never really had them until a couple of years ago when I went to New Jersey and I got blasted with, oh, I think I have allergies. I suspect it's still part of my process from my healing from the jungle, because that wasn't done. It's going to take a while until I'm completely done with it. But I suspect it's part of that. I can't, like anything I do to figure out what it is, it's not showing me that it's that. So I just kind of dropped it. I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever it is. And it's affecting basically just this side. Almost like wanting to come out fully, but... So, anyways, for those of you that were curious. For those of you that weren't, you can go back in time and delete all of what I just said about it. But you can't. You listen to it because you didn't know. You weren't forewarned, but it's okay. Anyways, for the Ace of Wands, you get the Page of Swords, the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles. I love these aces. They come with an energy of like everything brand new, everything looking and feeling brand new, even if it's not. So I don't know what the hell is going on for you, but whatever direction you've taken recently or whatever direction you're about to embark in, it's looking good, and it's looking like you've got all the support from the universe as well in it. And you're not rushing into it. You're not, you're not going nuts about it. And it's definitely creating a brand new beginning here for you. So I love this energy. Let me do the Eight of Swords. The Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Seven. Huh? Sevens all over. Not really. Anyways, but the Seven of Pentacles, it's here in your focus too. I kind of get the sense that you're confronted possibly at work or something you are working on, or even your work towards yourself. You're kind of facing this there's a matter of choices there. There's a matter of where the choices are opening up for you. And it kind of feels that at times, you may not know what the best choice is to proceed, or you have so many choices that you kind of get lost in them and you end up not choosing anything. Because right now the Hangman is coming in, which is showing up in your potential outcome too. But it's shown up in that way of, let me think about it. Let me not rush through it, because you're definitely a bit confused there, especially when so many choices show up. So let me do that Knight of Cups. Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, Five of Swords. So I see a sense of opening up a little more to your heart, to what you truly feel. When these options show up, especially, try to, kind of go into your heart a little more to see how you truly feel rather than how you think in that circumstance. And you're coming back to that saying, I am open. My heart is open, which, no, it's not, because the Five of Swords is there. So you're kind of lying to yourself about that. Your mind is taken over. You got the Eight of Swords there. You got the Nine of Swords here. That's a lot of chatter up here that tells you, hey, yeah, you're feeling it. Yeah, your heart is open. Yeah, everything's great. But when you're so busy up here, you can't be connected to what's going on down here, because this is keeping you busy, especially for that, to not connect to your heart. So when it comes to these options, again, a lot of overthinking. Try to step back from that and more into feeling. And that might actually help you with this situation. Let's do the Seven of Pentacles in your focus. The Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's you. I love this energy because it's all about you at this point. And I feel like maybe you've come from a place of, you put that to the side for a little bit, you know, kind of concerned with what others are doing, what's up here, what's up there, trying to stay possibly, you know, attached to other situations as much as you can, but it kind of took you away from your main focus, which your main focus right now shows up as being you, through whichever ways and means you're dealing with that. So could be work, could be just, you know, starting to take care a lot more of yourself and things like that. There are still things that are pulling at you at this point. So even though your focus is definitely shifting more in the direction of self, you're still kind of coming out from a place of, oh, but let me take care of that, or let me take care of that, or let me take care of that before putting yourself first. So there's still a little bit of rejection to fully stepping into, you know, self-love and putting your needs first. Let's do the Three of Cups in the recent past then. Three of Wands, the Lovers, the Four of Cups. I mean, this looks like a disappointment. This looks like it's a situation where someone has been waiting forever for this to happen. And when it finally did, it's like, you know. So I'm not sure who's who in this situation, but I do see you attached to another energy. It does have to do with love there. And it's shown up as one of those, oh my God, if this were to happen, and then it just happens, and then it's like, what? You know? So I don't know what the hell this was. Possibly still is. I just see it ending in quite the disappointment, you know? Let's do the Tower in your strength. The Six of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, the Moon. Alright. Something that seemed to be working out for you, and I don't feel like it's related to your focus, to what you're doing right now, but something that, think of something in your life that's just working out on its own. You know, it's kind of like it's got its own flow. It's like you don't have to do much about it because it's working out. That, whatever that could be for you, that could be taken away from you, from the universe. That could be like, okay, you're done with this. Let's throw it out the window because, you know, done deal. Because it's kind of like blindsiding you here. It's definitely coming in as, what? Like a surprise kind of a thing that, oh my God, this was working out. What the hell is going on? And with the Moon there, the element of surprise definitely coming in as you're probably not expecting for whatever this is to be not working out anymore, because it's a way of the universe kind of pulling that away from your life, basically. So I kind of get the sense that you're a little, you're starting to feel a little imbalanced there, unbalanced because of this situation, but maybe that's what's keeping you busy. Let me do the Page of Wands, the Magician, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is an energy. Remember that circle around you, that soul connection, whoever this is. They could be coming back around, and it could be the person from the past, who knows. But it's definitely coming in as an energy of, hey, you know, I've learned a lot, I'm still learning a lot, and they're showing up as a changed, for the better kind of an energy. Quite interesting, quite fun, you know, quite, hey, let's have fun for a minute, let's see where it's going. And whoever this is definitely wants to approach. Again, I'm not sure if they will or not, because ultimately it's really up to them. For the Sun in the supportive energies, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Fool. Yeah, I mean, ultimately you want happiness. However things play out, in whichever department of your life you want happiness. So things that just don't resonate for you anymore, I feel like you're in the process of just detaching from that. And whatever that is that's kind of crashing down, even though it did work out up until this point, I feel like it's part of this, and you may not see that necessarily. This soul connection that's circling you, whoever they are, if you feel that it's not, you're not connected to it emotionally, and you know, it is what it is, it was good at some point, but right now, or even if it's new, if it's not resonating, I don't see you paying attention to it. You know, if it's not giving you the sense of this can make me happy or this could bring me happiness, no. But when you do feel that, yeah, definitely this could bring me happiness, you're all in, you know? So I like how this plays out for you, where you're kind of heading into this energy of determining that for yourself, which is beautiful. So whatever's going on here is actually turning you towards this energy. Let's do the Six of Cups and the hidden energy. The Temperance card, the Six of Wands, the Sun. Interesting. Because, in all honesty, this circle, this connection, whoever this is, does carry the potential to bring happiness. Now, where I'm seeing you with it, you don't feel that way. You know, you're looking at it and you're like, I don't get it that way. Not right now. Maybe you'll get it that way in a month from now. You know, who knows? But as you look at it, you're definitely showing me, I don't see it. So if you don't see it, you don't see it. You know, follow what you feel, not what you think about it. But I will tell you that it does carry the potential for happiness. Now, not to say that, you know, if you don't see it, there's a reason for it. If whoever this is not great or a jerk or whatever, they could carry the potential all they want. They might not show you that potential. So what are you going to do with that? You know? So really, this is for you to figure out based on how you truly feel. And again, even if I see the potential here, if you're not seeing it, that's what counts, you know? As an energy, it definitely has the potential. As whatever's happening, you're going to be the one to determine that for yourself. For the Ace of Cups in your hopes and fears, you get the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Wands. Yeah. Even with this desire for love, I know. It's a bad dream there. Okay. Even with this desire for love, you're still kind of chasing it. And this desire for love belongs more to feeling rather than thinking about it. So you're heading in the direction of feeling, but you're heading from the perspective of the mind, from the perspective of thinking. So that kind of makes it difficult a little bit, because it's like, well, once I got my shit together and straightened up, then I can pursue happiness. Which makes sense, but again, it's kind of keeping you a little bit into that whole very practical way of looking at things. So kind of trying to turn you back towards the heart again. I am. Because the energy is definitely looking like you want to take it towards the mind. So, but taking it towards the mind again looks like it's making things a little more difficult for you. Because you're chasing something that belongs to the heart, not to the mind. For the Hangman, in the potential outcome, you get the Strength card, the Three of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. I mean, this Hangman situation, which is just an energy of, again, kind of standing back, not rushing into making any kinds of decisions and things like that. But the more you stay in this energy of the Hangman, the more you abuse this energy, the more the mind has basically the entrance, you know, to kind of take charge. The platform, okay, you know, there's this break, so let me use it and abuse it and just kind of tell Capricorn whatever I want to tell them, because they're going to listen, because they're not doing anything else anyway, so they're just breaking. So instead of it's kind of keeping on this mind energy wants to come in and kind of stick around. And all I can see is the heart being pushed to the side, and I'm like, I'm trying to push the heart back to you, because I can see the damage that the mind can do. It's just going to send you into your own pain, into these breaks without taking any kinds of decisions, any kinds of anything, because, you know, you're okay where you're at. The mind doesn't want you to move from where you're at. So you're up and running. You want to chew on my wolf? You're not allowed to chew on my wolf. You can sleep. Let me see what the universe has. Easy. You're gonna fall. To close it off for you. You're not allowed to go there. That's not a chew toy. No. Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Yeah, go back to yourself. You know, I feel like the universe is kind of saying that the first thing you may need to do here is to, again, back to the focus on self, is to try to take yourself away from those places where you tell yourself, but I got to take care of that person or that situation and that and that and that, where you're kind of placing yourself on the back burner there instead of putting yourself first. So I feel like there's a lot of that going on where you're trying to center it all back into yourself, towards yourself. But there is a little bit of rejection there, which is telling me, when I see that rejection, that's telling me you're still engaging with other energies that are pulling you away from that. So try to go back to that as much as you can. Let's do a final oracle card from Myths and Mermaids Oracle. You hot? You need some water? I don't have water because I'm doing a reading. But after this, I'll give you water. Trilobites. What the hell? This is a new oracle deck, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. But okay. Let's see. Okay. It's time to accelerate your life. Hold on. Blue fell. Okay. Okay. Let's do this again. I lost you. Hold on, Cappy. That's what happens with puppies. Either you give them your bracelets to chew or they fall from the cat tree. Okay. It's time to accelerate your life. Sometimes it is wise to allow nature to take its course and wait patiently. Sometimes, however, it is best to take control and speed up the tempo. Push forward quickly and do not be dissuaded if you have to drag someone along with you. Yeah. So that's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.